Lightly glazed ham with pineapple is a less sweet version of the classic recipe. Ham is a common main dish for many holidays such as Easter, Christmas, New Year's, or maybe even Sunday dinner. And at least in the United States, it's very often served with a super sweet, sugary glaze that helps to balance out the strong, smoky, and salty flavors of smoked ham shank. Although that is delicious, some people don't like the idea of eating something that's almost sweet enough to be dessert as a main course. So, if you're looking for a great glazed ham with pineapple recipe that's not overly sweet, keep watching. So, once I get this ham out of the plastic, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it. I just took the plastic off of the ham and I put it wide side down in my 9 by 13 inch pan. Like I said, a lot of people like to glaze their ham. They could just drizzle it over, they could cook it on the stove, but I'm going to do something different. I am just going to press everything onto the skin of the ham. A lot of people, they like to score the ham, so they'll cut it this way and then this way so that some of the glaze can seep down into the meat. That would add a ton of flavor, but I'm just going to put everything on the skin because number one, it's easier, and number two, I think if you have people who maybe they don't like super sweet things or they're watching their calories, they don't want all that glaze, so they could just take a piece of ham, cut off the skin, and they have something that's actually fairly somewhat low in calories. Like I said, a lot of glazes, they have something sweet and something that is acidic. So I'm going to start off by coating the skin in some yellow mustard. I have an 11-pound ham, so I'm going to see how much mustard I need. I'm thinking maybe 3 tablespoons, but I will let you know. I'm putting on the mustard. Excuse me. Like I said, because a lot of glazes have an acidic component to help balance out the smokiness, and also because since I'm going to rub on the brown sugar, the mustard will help the brown sugar to stick. I just finished spreading my regular yellow mustard on the skin of the ham. I used 2 tablespoons on the skin, and then I had a little bit of leftover, so I put that on the wide cut part that is facing down. Now for the sugar. I'm going to use 1/3 cup of dark brown sugar, 80 grams. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to get a super thick coating, but that's okay because I don't like things that should be main dishes or side dishes that taste like dessert. So I am going to add, like I said, some sugar, but I'm not going to go crazy. I finished putting on the brown sugar to the ham, and honestly, I think it's doing a pretty good job of sticking to the skin. The mustard did the trick. My oven is preheating to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and now that the rub-on glaze is on the ham, I'm going to add my pineapple. Most people use canned pineapple, but I usually prefer to use fresh, so I just cut rings out of a pineapple. I have 24 ounces, about 690 grams. This is probably going to be more than I need, so I guess I'll have a snack. These are not going to stick to the ham without some help, so I'm going to use toothpicks to help these to help the pineapple rings to stick. I lost one. Now for the cherries. Honestly, these are going to give a bit more sweetness, but I think that for the most part, it's just color. So I am just going to put the cherries on the toothpicks. Nice and easy. Like I said earlier, my oven is preheating to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. I am going to cover the ham with foil, and then I'm going to bake 15, since this is, so ham, sometimes it's pre-cut and sometimes it's not. This ham is not pre-cut, so it's 15 to 20 minutes per pound. This is 11 pounds, so just under 3 hours. I'm going to cook it covered at 325 for probably a total of 3 hours. I'm going to take my ladle and baste the liquids that form down here over the ham and the pineapple probably every half hour. And then I'll take off the, there's my oven, and then I'll take off the foil and let everything brown between the 2.5 hour mark to the 3 hour mark. One more thing, although I did think about adding some pepper or garlic powder or onion powder, I'm just going to go with this because I think the mustard has a lot of flavor. Some people do add cinnamon and nutmeg and things like that to their glaze for their glazed ham. I've never seen the savory spices, but like I said, there are a lot of ways to do this. My ham is now covered in foil. It's not totally snugly covered, but honestly, I think it'll be fine. Probably should have pushed in some of those toothpicks a bit more, but I think it'll be okay. One thing I forgot to mention is that I was considering putting in some savory spices like pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, but I decided not to do that. Want to keep this recipe easy. Some people, to their glaze, they do add cinnamon and things like that. I haven't seen anyone add savory spices, but like I said, there are a lot of ways to make glazed ham with pineapple. This is going to go into the oven, and I'm sure it's going to be great. I just pulled my ham out of the oven. It's been in at 325, covered for half an hour, so now I'm going to baste it. There isn't quite enough juice to use the ladle, so I am going to use a spoon the best I can and ladle that over the ham. I'm going to ladle it both on the pineapple and on the skin. Later, I realized that by tilting the pan to one side, all of the juice would collect there, making it a lot easier to use a ladle. My ham baked at 325 covered for 2.5 hours, and I took it out and basted it every half hour. I think it's really on its way to being delicious. Now I'm going to put it back in the oven for half an hour without the foil so that it can brown a bit. But it looks like if I don't cover it, there's going to be a lot of that juice that's going to evaporate. And also I tried it and it's kind of strongly flavored, really salty, really smoky. I'm going to try to liven it up a bit. Here I have half a cup of pineapple juice. That is from canned pineapple from another recipe. I'm just going to pour that in here. And then I have some maraschino cherries, the juice from the jar. Let's see how much this is. I'm going to add in half a cup as well. Well, no, let's just add it all. So I'm also going to add the juice from the maraschino cherries. That should make this nice and delicious. Now what I think I'll do is I will scrape the bottom just to see if I can deglaze it a bit. No, that's pretty baked on. It's going to be hard to clean, but that's okay. And now I'm going to baste the ham one more time. See how warm this is. And if I tilt it, I can get a good amount in my ladle. And I'm just going to pour it over the ham. I'll do that for the entire surface of the ham, including the pineapple slices. Then, like I said, it's going to go back in 325 uncovered for half an hour. I just pulled my ham out of the oven. Like I said, it was in Total of 3 hours, 2.5 hours covered at 325, half an hour uncovered at 325 with the extra basting liquid added. Now I'm going to cover this and let it rest, and while it rests, I am going to use that liquid at the bottom to make a glaze. My ham is resting in the back here, so now I'm going to use the juice that I drained off to make a quick glaze. I drained off about 1.25 to 1.5 cups of liquid, to which I'm going to add 1 whole clove and a pinch or 1/8 of a teaspoon each of cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. I'm starting off small because, as always, it's easier to add more later than to take away. Now I'm going to turn on the heat. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and I'm going to simmer it on low heat, gas mark 3 out of 6 for about 10 minutes, just to thicken it up and really get those flavors nice and bright. Although I could have made the glaze after the first 2.5 hours when the ham only had about 30 more minutes left to bake, I decided to wait until the end because I wasn't planning on pouring the glaze over the surface of the ham like a lot of people do. Instead, I wanted to keep the reduced glaze off to the side so that I could add it as I wanted. That way, if it was too sweet or if the spices were too overpowering, I didn't have to worry about it ruining the entire ham. I have to admit, this was actually my first time ever making a baked ham shank. It's something that I had wanted to do for a long time because I knew that I liked ham, I just had never made it myself. However, I usually end up cutting off the skin because of the overly sweet glaze. I don't like main dishes that taste like desserts. And honestly, I can say that this lightly glazed ham with pineapple actually turned out very well. The meat itself was just lightly flavored from the brown sugar, the mustard, and the pineapple, so the saltiness and the smokiness still came through. I also like that the ham was very moist, probably because I not only basted it with the juices, but also because it was covered with aluminum foil for most of the baking time. Although the ham was definitely good plain, I also liked it once I added the glaze. Like I said, I didn't pour the glaze over the surface of the ham. Instead, I used it more like a sauce. And I actually really liked it. It was sweet, but not too sweet, and even though the spices were there, they weren't overpowering. I also really liked the bright red color. I'm not sure I've seen other ham glazes that were that bright red. Like I said, the pineapple glaze with cherry juice had a lot of flavor, but not too much, so it did a good job of adding to the flavor of the ham without overpowering it. I served this ham with the broccoli, cheese, and cracker casserole, and the two paired perfectly. Another advantage of using a light glaze that's not too sweet is that I was very easily able to add this ham to other recipes, such as beans or soups, recipes in which sweetness would just be odd. Like I said, this was my first time making a baked ham, and I was a bit unsure as to how it would turn out, but it was a hit. I think this would be a really good recipe to use if you're feeding a group of people and not everyone likes the same thing. If some people just like a smoked salty ham, which I do, they will like this. But if other people want more sweetness to balance out the intense smoky and salty flavors, then they can use the glaze as a sauce over their pieces of ham. And if they really have a sweet tooth, you can add sugar, honey, whatever you want. Another advantage of this recipe is that it's likely a lot lower in calories than the traditional glazed ham. Some recipes call for a cup of honey or a cup of brown sugar, which in my opinion is a bit much for something that is not a pie or a cake. So if you're in the mood for ham, but you want something a little bit lighter, not as sweet, not as sugary, or you have a group of people coming over and not everyone likes the same thing, give this recipe a try. I know it would be a hit at any Easter, Christmas, or other gathering. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.